So we have our problem under shear and moment of shear and momented beam. So we have here a beam. Sabi dito is we have to draw the shear and moment diagram for the beam, determine the maximum values of shear, and then determine the maximum values of moments. We also have to find the location of zero shear and the location of the point of inflection. So for this problem, okay, so we have a continuous beam na merong internal hinge at point C. So basically, kapag meron kang ganitong beam na merong internal hinge, this is considered as a compound beam. So meron kang dalawang beam na pinagdikit dito sa ating internal hinge. Okay, so from your statics, we can analyze this by separately analyzing these beams. So separately, apply natin yung equations of equilibrium with these beams. So first is the beam ABC. So for the beam ABC, so this one is our point A. So at point B, we have a concentrated load na 2,000 pounds. On point C, since this is a hinge and this is also a hinge, actually hinge and pin are interchangeable. So pareho lang sila ng action. So here we have a vertical reaction, we can call it RA. And here we have a vertical reaction also, we can call it RC. Okay, now in this case, we can use equations of equilibrium to determine the reactions at these 2 points. So dito, meron akong 4 feet according to this problem. So I want 4 feet dito and then another 4 feet here. So since meron tayo namang equal area, actually by concept or by statics, we know that this is equal also by symmetry. So symmetrical sila. But I-prove natin using the equations of equilibrium. Let's take summation moment sa A equivalent to 0. Then here, if we take moment at A, we can say that 8RC is equivalent sa 4 times 2,000 pound. So basically, this is RC is equal to 1,000 pound. So if RC is 1,000 pound by the summation forces vertical, we can say that RA likewise is 1,000 pounds. Now, going forward to the next segment of the beam, so we have here a beam CDE. This is our point C, this is our point D, and this is our point E. C, D, and E. So here we have a uniformly distributed load of magnitude 400 pound per foot. Okay, so at point C, we have a reaction RC. However, since upward siya on the other side of our beam, pagdating dito sa kabilang side, this will be a downward reaction or a downward action force. So ito ngayon yung RC natin, which is equivalent to 1,000 pounds. And for the dimensions, we have here 4 feet and then we have here 10 feet. So we have a reaction at D, an upward reaction, and then upward reaction at E. So we have here RD and we have here RE. So similar approach kagaya nung kanina using the equations of equilibrium, we can take summation moment at E, which is equal to 0. Okay, so here we can say that 10 RD is equivalent to 14 times 1,000 pounds, plus we have here the 400 pound per feet multiplied by its length 10 feet. And since this is a distributed load, so magkakaroon ito ng resultant here, wherein the resultant is, kung rectangular yan, kalahati nito, or that is 5. Okay, so if that is 5, therefore the moment arm of our distributed load is 5. Here we can solve for RD equivalent to 3,400 pounds. And by summation forces vertical equal to 0, so we can determine RE equivalent, correct, RE is equivalent to, we have 1,000 Okay, and then we have 400 times 10, and then minus, okay, minus the reaction 3,400. So RE is, uy, nangyari. Na-multiply. Uy, 1,600. So basically, we have here two reactions, three reactions rather. At RA, we have 1,000 pounds. At RD, we have 3,400 pounds. And then RE, we have 1,600 pounds. Okay, on point C, sir, since there is an internal hinge coming from the first segment of our beam, meron tayong maliit na reaction dito. So, gawin ko na lang siguro siyang red. So, let me change the color first. So, meron akong upward reaction dito, RC, which is equivalent to 1,000 pounds also. However, on the other side of the beam, meron na namang another 1,000. So, basically, if we consider the totality of the beam, itong dalawang reaction sa internal hinge, nagka-cancel out lang sila. So, they do not have any external effect dun sa ating structure. However, internally, meron silang epekto. Okay? So, we will now draw the shear and moment diagram of this beam. However, instead of using the equation, we can use the graphical method. So let me first draw the horizontal line here indicating the values of x, and this is the location of zero shear. So, hindi na kasya. The value of x, likewise the location of our zero shear. This is the direction of our positive shear. P. Okay. So, the easiest way to construct a shear and moment diagram. So, right now, specifically shear diagram is by the use of graphical method. Itong sabi natin, yung shear sa point 2, that is equivalent sa shear sa point 1 plus the area ng load from point 2 to point 1. Using this relationship, we can draw the shear and moment diagram easily. So following this, sabi natin, the shear and moment diagram, lagi itong nagsisimula sa 0 at nagtatapos sa 0. So if this is the start and this should be the end point of our shear diagram. So at this point, the shear at exactly point A is equivalent to 0, which is the previous value of shear plus the area ng load. However, ano ba yung tinutukoy na area ng load na to? Yung area land load na to is actually the equivalent concentrated load. Ito yung equivalent concentrated load. Imbis ko yung equivalent. Equivalent concentrated load. So if this is equivalent concentrated load, therefore we can consider that this 1,000 right here is an area. Okay? So, 0 plus 1,000, basically, ang gagawin ng reaction, itutulak niya yung beam natin to go up at a degree of positive 1,000 kasi pataas. Now, sir, on some other reference kasi, yung pataas na force, negative. However, bakit sa'yo positive? There are two references kasi talaga na nagbabang ngayon with regards to the direction of the positive and negative forces. So, according to Ferdinand Singer, ang sabi ni Singer is that yung downward force daw, yun daw dapat yung positive. However, pagdating sa shear, yung upward sliding naman ang positive. So, kumbaga, magkabaliktad yung convention ng force or ng external load at saka ng shear. And ang sabi ni Ferdinand Beer, correct daw yon. So, dapat daw kasi yung pababang force is negative at yung pataas na force ay positive. Nang sa ganun is yung external load natin, yung sign convention for external load is aligned with the sign convention of our shear force. Okay? And also, that would mean na yung ating external loads is also aligned with the sign convention of our bending moment. So, for that, ang sinusunod ko ay si beer. Okay? Para hindi na magkaroon ng lituan. However, mali ba yung isa? Tama ba yung isa? pareho silang tama, it is just a matter of consideration or assumption. So, kung ikaw ang magsasolve, syempre, magsasabi ka kung ano yung assumption mo, downward forces are positive, upward forces ba ay positive, alin ba, okay? So, in our case, we consider upward forces as positive. Okay, now, at this point A to B, kung pupunta ako dito sa exactly point B na to, before point B rather, so there will be a previous shear na 1,000 plus the area ng load. Eh, wala namang load dito. So, the area of load would be 0. So, that means na maintain lang natin yung positive 1,000 shear at this moment. Now, at exactly point B, let's apply this relationship. The previous value of shear is 1,000 positive plus we have an equivalent concentrated load here. Definitely, that would be the area. So, positive 1,000 plus negative 2,000, mapupunta tayo sa negative 1,000. So, because of the concentrated load na 2,000, ipinupush niya downward yung ating beam. That is why sa shear, ito yung nagiging action. Yung shear natin, ipupush niya from positive to negative. Okay? At point B to C, walang load, so we draw a horizontal line and maintain the negative 1,000 shear. At point C, based on our analysis, static analysis, so merong internal reaction RC na magbo-brought up na upward shear. So basically, based on RC, meron tayong shear dito, pataas. So kung ito ay negative 1,000, we have a positive 1,000 here. So supposedly, magsi-0 dito. However, if we consider the other side of the beam, there is another 1,000 downward. So, itutulak niya ulit pabalik sa negative 1,000 yung beam. And then, since walang load sa C to D, we will maintain this value of shear. Now, the purpose of this broken line is just to indicate that there is an internal hinge at this point. So, internal hinge or internal pin. Okay. Now, at exactly point D, there is a positive 3,400 pound of force upward. This is positive. So, from negative 1,000, itutulak naman niya ng ang magnitude ay 3,400. So, ang may iwan sa atin ay 2,400 positive. So, basically, in-apply din natin yung ating relationship. The previous value of shear is negative 1,000. Here, this is negative 1,000 plus the equivalent concentrated load at that point is 3,400 positive. So, negative 1,000 plus 3,400 is 2,400. Now, at this point, meron tayong distributed load. So, it is important to find the equivalent concentrated load here, or the equivalent concentrated load is actually the area, where in this case, this is 400 multiplied by 10 or negative 4,000 pounds. So, if we want to find the shear at point E, before point E, at almost point E, so that would be 2,400, the value of the previous shear, plus negative 4,000, the area of load from D to E, or the equivalent concentrated load. So, ang may iwan sa atin is 2,400 minus 4,000, we have here negative 1,600. So, since the degree of this load is 0, therefore, here we have a degree of 1. So, a degree of 1 is just is just an ba or a slanting line. Basta slanting line yan. Okay? Now, at exactly point E, there is a positive 1,6 load. So, from negative 1,6, magdadagdag tayo ng 1,6, closing out our shear diagram. So, this is now our shear diagram. So, kung ang problem lang is involving the creation of the shear diagram, or ang tanong lang sa inyo is draw the shear and moment diagram, the easiest way talaga to do that is the graphical method. However, if the questions involve the determination of locations, medyo nagiging complicated minsan si graphical method. That is why wag niyong kalilimutan pa rin yung method of sections pagdating sa shear and moment diagram sa pag-create ng equation. Now, before we proceed with the moment, there is an important point here. Yung tinatawag nating points of zero shear. So actually, there are 3 points of zero shear here. Now, bakit importante yung points of zero shear? Because according to the relationship between the shear and moment, the location of the zero shear is also the location of the maximum moment. Pero hindi lagi. Now, kailan nangyayari na yung location ng zero shear ay hindi location ng maximum moment? When the beam is subjected to an external moment. So, kung merong external moment dito, let's say for example, nagdagdag ako ng point, nilagyan ko ng clockwise moment, definitely, hindi na pupunta rito yung ating maximum moment. So, probably, nandito na siya sa point na to. But then again, in order to confirm that, you have to calculate, you have to compute for the actual values of shear and moment. Okay? So we have 3 possible location of maximum moment here, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's draw the moment diagram in order for us to solve for the values of moments at this point. Okay, however, before we proceed pala, meron tayong na-miss out. The question here is we have to find the location of zero shear. If you are doing the area method or the graphical method, if you are conducting area method or graphical method, you have to use some relationship. Ito yung problema sa kanya. Kaya nga sabi ko, hindi naman mahirap, but there are some complications. So, if we want to determine the location of this, we can use the similar triangle theorem. So, let's call this Z. So, hanapin natin yung Z. So, if we want to find the Z, we will use the similar triangle theorem. So, as you can see here, ang isang analysis ko dito is ganito. Ito yung ating shear diagram. Ito yung location ng zero shear. Ito, saka ito. So, actually, pwede kong bumuo ng isang malaking triangle dito. Okay? Ito, ang taas nito ay 2,400. Ito naman, ang taas nito ay 1,600. Now, you neglect muna the sign because we are looking at the value of distance at wala namang negative ang distance. Okay? So, pabalik yun pag negative. So, dito, the value of this is, ito yung hinahanap nating Z. And the totality of its length is, according to our figure, that is 10 feet. So, if we conduct a similar triangle theorem dito, pwedeng height over length, pwedeng length over height. So, we use height over length na lang. So, we have here 2,400, okay? 2,400 divided by its length, yung smaller triangle 1, that is Z, that is equal to the larger triangle with a height of 2,4 plus 1,6, or that is 4,000, divided by its height na 10, or basically we can say Z is 2,4 times 10 divided by 4,000. We have here 6 feet. So this is the value of Z. Now, the another technique is also, since similar yung slope nilang dalawa, you can use also this relationship. This is magiging, kung ito ay Z, ito ay 10 minus Z. So if we continue this one, so that will be the height of this triangle is 1,600 divided by 10 minus Z. So that is also the same as this one. Now, since alam na natin yung value ng Z, which is 6 feet, okay, we can now proceed to the moment diagram. So for the moment diagram, let me just draw, This is X, and this location is our moment 0. And then here we have our the direction of our positive moment. Since naka-area method tayo, the first thing that we need to do is to determine the areas of each segment. So dito, sa portion na to, this is positive 1,000 times 4. So the area is 4,000. Now, this one is negative 1,000 times 4, so the area is negative 4,000. Likewise, dito, the area is also negative 4,000. Now, for this one, the area would be, since triangle ito, this will be 1 half ng 2,400 multiplied by 6, or this is 7,200. Likewise, this is also a triangle, so this is 1 half ng 1,600 multiplied by the length. Since this is 1 is 6, therefore yung matitira sa 10 ay 4, which is equivalent to 3,200. Now, for the moment diagram, the relationship between the shear diagram and the moment diagram is that the moment M2 is equivalent sa M1 plus the area ng shear between points 2 and 1. So, applying this to our shear diagram, we can determine or we can construct our moment diagram. So, similar with the shear diagram, yung moment diagram natin should always start with 0 and ends with 0. Hindi pwedeng hindi. Okay, kailangan nagko-close out yan. Now, at this point A, wala tayong moment. Okay? Now, if there is an applied moment here, say naglagay ako dito ng another, say 500 Newton or pound-feet na force. Therefore, from 0, since this is counterclockwise, that would be a negative. So, bababa ka muna ng negative 500. However, in this scenario kasi, wala namang applied moment at this point. So, no need to do that. So, I should. Okay? So, that is a special consideration. Okay, so at this point, since we have 0 moment, if we want to determine the moment at this point, that would be the previous moment 0 plus the area ng shear 4,000. So this will have a moment of positive 4,000. Now, the degree of this one, of this curve, this is a degree 0. Likewise, ganun din ito. However, ito degree of 1. So kung 0 degree, pagdating sa moment diagram, magiging first degree. So, a slanting line. The n is equal to 1. Okay? Now, at this point, tingnan mo muna, baka merong naka-applied na moment. Kung merong naka-applied na moment, let's say for example dito, nag-apply ako ng additional clockwise. So, that is positive, di ba? So, kung may additional clockwise ako na 1,000 pound-feet na moment, definitely dito, may pag-angat pa yan na 1,000. Okay? Kung yan ay negative, bababa yan ng konti. Okay, however, since wala, let's proceed lang as is. So, dito, pag pupunta na ako kay point C, since meron akong 4,000, that is my previous value of moment, plus the area ng shear, negative 4,000, so that will give us 0. Okay? Since this is a degree 0, this one will be a degree of 1. Now, moving forward, so what we have here is another section. Since galing tayo sa 0 moment, so plus the area of negative 4,000, this will be negative 4,000. So, connecting this line, we have here n is equal to 1. Now, tingnan nyo muna ulit yung point. Baka kasi may moment. So, kung walang moment dito, pwede ka mag-proceed as planned. Kung may moment, syempre, ipupush back nung applied external moment yung ating moment diagram by either positive or negative. Depende dun sa value. Okay. So, at this point, meron tayong importanteng location dito, which is the location of zero shear. So, we have to indicate that on our moment diagram. So, on our moment diagram, project lang natin yung line, and then at this point, probably, nandito yung maximum moment. Okay. So, we have a previous value of moment of negative 4,000 plus an area of shear na let me correct that, positive 7,200. So, that is negative 4,000 plus 7,200. Mapupunta tayo sa positive 3,200. Now, for the curvature, since this is a triangular, kailangan na natin si PNDI circle o yung tinatawag nating DD diagram. Okay, sabi ni PNDI circle, ito raw yung susundin nating curvature. Sabi natin, that is also DD. Okay? And yung PNDI, that means positive, negative. PNDI. Kaya sa PNDI circle, positive, negative, decreasing, increasing. Okay. Since our shear force here or our shear area here is a triangular with a decreasing magnitude from 2, 4 to 0 and is positive, therefore this is a positive decreasing. So, ang curvature natin is this one, yung nasa quadrant 1 na to. Actually, sabi ko nga sa inyo, binaliktad ko kasi yung quadrant. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. Pero pagka nasa trigonometry, nasa geometrical, this is quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, 4. So, pinalitan ko lang ano. So, that is my, that is my way of remembering it. So, dito, since quadrant 2 yung mag-govern sa atin, we will follow that curvature. Hindi perfect. Okay. And the degree of this one, since ito degree of 1, we add additional degree. So, the degree of 2. Okay. Now, moving on to the next one, the area is positive 3, 2. So, from, let me correct this. This is negative kasi nasa baba ng shear 0. So, from previous moment of 3,200 plus the area of shear na negative 3,200, magsi-0 na yan. And the curvature, this is below the horizontal line. So, negative, pero yung magnitude niya from 0 to 1,6. So, negative siya, pero increasing of magnitude. Again, pagka tinitingnan natin yung magnitude, we do not consider the sign convention because sign convention tells you the direction, di ba, sa vector. Okay, so here we have this curvature. And this one is a degree of 2 also. So, this is our moment diagram for this beam. Now, there is an very important points dito. Okay, so ano yon? The location of zero moment o yung tinatawag nating point of inflection or point of contraflexion. Okay, inflection. Yung iba, point of inflection daw or point of contraflexion. Now, very important yung point na to kasi dito nagkakaroon ng reversing yung nararanasan ng beam natin. Kasi normally, beams are designed for bending. So, yung action ng beam nakadepende sa positivity or negativity ng beam. Kaya yung point of inflection, siya yung naghihiwalay sa positive moment at sa negative moment. Or basically, itong POI na to is the location of the moment zero or the location of zero moment. And in this case, ito yan. Now, hindi nagkataon ito. Okay? Hindi nagkataon yung part na to. Because of the internal hinge, talagang magsisiro yung moment. Kasi the location of internal hinge is always zero moment. Again, pag may internal hinge, sigurado na ito ay zero moment. Okay? So, this is a POI or this is also a POI. Now, alam na natin yung location that is 8 feet from A. However, we have to find this one. So, in order to determine this, dito na medyo magiging komplikado yung method of area kasi since second degree yung ating curvature, therefore, hindi na pwede yung ratio and proportion na ginagamit natin dito. Iba na, the squared property of parabola. Kung cubic yung equation mo or yung curve mo, you can also use cube. Actually, wala akong makitang reference, but ginagamit ko na siya before pa nung college pa. Okay? So, dito ngayon, sa squared property of parabola, meron lang importanteng bagay na kailangan tandaan. Alin yon? The location of the vertex. Ano yung vertex na tinutukoy ko? Kung ikaw ay gumagawa ng moment diagram, ang vertex na tinutukoy ko is the location of zero shear. This one. Kung saan zero yung value ng triangle natin. So, in this case, the vertex of our parabola is this point. So, kung i-isolate ko yung parabolic curve na to, ito yung vertex, meron akong x1, y1 dito. And then, I have another location, pangalanan kong x2, y2. The distance of this from this is 3,2 plus negative 7,000 plus 4,000 or 7,200. And the length of it from here to here, ito ay 6 feet. Okay? And then ito naman, the distance from here to here is yung hinahanap nating, this one is Z. This one is Z. Ito ngayon, magiging 6 minus Z. However, yung height niya, sorry, ilipat ko nga lang itong negative 4,000 on this side. Okay? Then, let me just correct this portion. Okay? So, if this is the Z, therefore, this is 6 minus Z. So, if we apply the squared property of parabola, according to that, that would be x1 squared over y1 equal to x2 squared over y2. Applying this to this one, we have x1, which is 6 feet squared. Okay, in-apply ko lang, divided by its length na 7,200 equal to 6 minus z squared divided by this one from here up to here is 3,200. So parabolic yung pinag-uusapan natin, this parabola, so this one is 3,200. Okay, so you can use transposition, you can use shift solve, either way pareho lang yan ang resulta. So that would be 6 squared over 7,200 equal to 6 minus a squared divided by 3,200. Then, shift solve na lang para medyo mabilis. Pero kung nakakanon ka, huwag mo sayangin yung oras mo. I-transpose mo na lang. So, here we have 2. So, this is 2 feet. Okay. Now, if we want to solve for the values for this problem, since ito yung tanong sa atin, let me just clear this area so that we can have a room. Okay, so ilagay ko na lang dito saan ko ba pwede ilagay na si Didi? Wala na eh. Ang liit kasi ng space. So, dito na lang. So, si Didi, Didi. Then, P and DI, positive, negative. P and DI. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. For me, ha? Okay. Now, let us find the values na hinahanap sa atin ng problem. So, the first value na hinahanap niya, the first value for number 1 is, ito na, the shear and moment diagram. Importante yung mga points, So, kahit tama yung figure mo, kung yung mga points and magnitudes of our shear and moment hindi may indicate, mali pa rin yun. Okay? Next is, the values of shear. For number 1, meron talaga tayong dalawang values of shear. The Bmax, which is 1,000 dito. Positive Bmax is, actually, sorry, let me correct that. That is 2,400 on this beam. 2,400. And the negative Bmax, which is a negative 1,600. Now, there are instances na ang tanong is specific. Let's say, for example, find the maximum value of shear for beam CDE. For beam CDE, the maximum value of shear is 2,4. The negative value is negative 1,6. However, if the question is find the maximum values of shear for beam ABC, therefore, our maximum positive is 1,000, then our maximum negative is negative 1,000. Okay, let's proceed with the moments. For the moments, again, ang consideration natin dito is the entirety of the beam. So, our maximum value of positive M max is 4,000. And the negative M max, the negative moment is negative 4,000. Sir, sabi mo kanina, yung location of zero shear, yaan yung location ng maximum moment. Bakit hindi? Bakit nandito? Take note of this. This is also a location of zero shear. Likewise, this is also a location of zero shear. And these 2 points are also the location of our maximum moments. However, since compound beam ito, we have 2 beams na pinag-connecta lang. So, for beam ABC, the maximum positive is 4,000. However, for beam CDE, the maximum positive moment is 3,200. Now, if the problem is specific for CDE, the answer is 3,200. If the problem is specific for ABC, the answer is 4,000. Now, if the problem is the entirety of the beam, that is 4,000. Okay? Next question is number 4. Sorry, this is already number 2. This is number 3. This is number 4. What would be the location of zero shear? So, we have 3 locations. In some instances, ang ginagawa ng problem is, what is the location of zero shear between points D to E? So, the location of zero shear between points D, E is 4, 4, 4. That is 12 plus 6, 18 feet. Okay? So, 18 feet, if that is the question. Now, however, if the question is just the positions of zero shear, therefore, we have at 18 feet, we also have at 4 feet, then we also have 12 feet here. Diba? So, meron din dyan. Actually, at 12 feet, hindi nga ito zero shear because we have here 2, 4, and 1,000. So, we have values of shear. No? So, in this case, kadalasan, ang kinukonsider lang ng sagot is the 18 feet. If the location of zero moment naman ang tatanungin sa atin, normally, since we already know that the internal hinge is zero moment, hindi na ito yung nasa choices. Ang nasa choices is ito, which is 14 feet. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus this one is 2 feet. So, we have here 14 feet. And these are the answers for this problem. Now, next, let us try to solve this the way it was asked on your examinations, kung paano siya itatanong sa exam. So, normally, hindi ka naman pagagawin ng shear and moment diagram sa exam. Your exam will be very specific. Find the moment equation at certain segment, find the value of shear at certain segment, find the value of moment at certain segment. Now, in this case, what we're going to do is ang tanong ngayon sa exam, ganito, situation number 10. Number 1, the question is, write the moment, write the shear and moment equation at segment DE. So, if the question is for segment DE, syempre equation yung hinahanap, we have to use the method of section. Now, if the problem is very specific, na segment DE lang, hindi mo na kailangang hanapin yung mga natitira dito. Just isolate this segment. Kunin mo lang yan. I-cut mo lang yung segment DE. Now, pating segment DE, what we'll have is a beam na putol. We have here our point A. Then we have here our load 2,000 pound. And then we have the internal hinge. And then we have the point D with a reaction. So, let me just write the reaction. This is 1,000. This is 3,400. And here, 3,400. And here, we have a distributed load of magnitude 400. Now, in order to find the equations, what we need to do for shear is we can find the shear equation by taking the summation forces vertical. And for the bending moment, we take the summation moment at the point of cutting. So, kung saan ka nag-cut. Okay. So, for the dimension, since ang tanong sa atin ay segment D, then the limitations of X are, so kung ito yung point na yan, dapat mas mataas yan sa 12. Hindi pwedeng mas mababa sa 12 kasi hindi na yan segment DE. So, this should be greater than 12. But, dapat hindi rin mas mataas or equal sa 22. Kasi pag equal sa 22, point E na yun. Pag mataas sa 22, hindi na yan part ng beam. So, this should be greater than 12 but less than 22. And this is your segment DE. So, if this is the case that my limits of X are inequality, so therefore, this one, the length of the beam is X. And ito ngayon is defined values since ito ay already known. This is 4 feet, this is 4 feet, this is 4 feet. Now, applying summation forces vertical to find the shear equation, then we'll have V is equal to the upward force 1,000 minus 2,000, okay? And then may another positive 3,400. And then meron tayong pababang 4,000. So that would be a negative 400 multiplied by the length. If this is 12 feet and this is X, therefore yung matitira dito is definitely X minus 12. So the length of this uniformly distributed load is X minus 12. So applying this, we have 1,000 minus 2,000, so we have negative 1,000 plus 3, 4. We have 2,400, then let us distribute this one, so negative 400x, and then 400 times 12 is, so negative, magiging positive 4,800, or basically our shear equation is 2,400 minus or plus 4,800. So that is 7,200 minus 400x. So this is the shear equation for this one. For the moment equation, we have, magugutom na ako. For the moment equation, we have here 1,000 with a moment arm of x. Then we have 2,000 minus 2,000. Ang moment arm niya, if this is x, minus 4. Okay? Bawasan mo ng 4, di ba? So this is x minus 4. And then we have 3,400, that is positive. Then that is x minus 12. And then lastly, we have here at this point, at this point we have the distributed load. So that is negative 400. Siyempre, kunin mo muna equivalent concentrated or the resultant, kagaya ng ginawa natin dito. Okay. Tapos ito, di ba, ang ginawa natin dito, yung 400, minultiply natin sa kanyang haba na x minus 12. That is the resultant. Kaya ito, 400 multiplied by x minus 12. Since rectangular ito, the moment arm would be kalahati. So, x minus 12 divided by 2. Okay? So, in this case, ganyan yung gagawin natin. So, determine the magnitude. That will be 400 multiplied by x minus 12. And then, our moment arm is x minus 12 divided by 2. So, here, the moment is 100x minus 2,000 x minus plus 8,000, 2,000 times 4 plus 3,400x minus times 40,800. Now, ito actually, pwede ko na itong i-expand. So, pwedeng ang gawin ko dito, yung 400, i-divide ko na sa 2, i-expand ko na to. So, this will be 200 multiplied by, pag in-expand ko yan, di ba yan ay x minus 12 times x minus 12, or pag dinistribute ko, that is x squared multiplied by x multiplied by negative 12, so negative 12x, ganun din dito. So, we have here negative 12x at ganun din dito. So, plus 144. So, if we distribute this, this will be x squared minus 24x plus 144. So, i-apply natin ngayon. Doon na natin ipapasok yung 4. Ito na yung kukunin natin dito. So, this will be, since negative ito, negative pa rin yan. This is negative 200x squared. So, negative multiplied by negative is positive. This is 200 times 24, 4,800x. And then 144 times 200. Okay, take note of the sign. This is negative multiplied by positive. This is negative. Negative 28,800. Okay, so simplify na natin ito. Our M is, so we have 1,000. Pag samasamahin lahat ng may X, 1,000 minus 2,000 plus 3,400. Yan yung ating 2,400 plus 48. 2,400 plus 48, that is 7,200x, tsaka yung may x squared, minus 200x squared. And then, yung mga wala namang variable, yung mga constant, we have 8,000 plus 40,000, minus 40,800. Okay, minus 28,800. We have here minus 61,600. This is our moment equation. Now, to check for the moment equation, we can substitute the values based on our diagram. So, hanapin natin dito when x is equivalent to d, or ang gawin natin, maggawin natin 12.0001. So, i-substitute natin at x is equal to 12.0001 para pasok dito sa limit natin, and at x is equal to 21.99999. Tapos kunin natin yung values of our moment. So we have 7,200x minus 200 alpha x squared minus 61,600. Then, i-calc ko na lang at 12.0001. We have here, ang moment natin is equivalent to negative 39999 or that is negative 4,000. Okay? And then this one, kapag sinold ko naman at 21.99999, this is 1.59 times 10 to the negative 3 or that is approximately equal to 0, which is aligned with our diagram. So, goods tayo. Tama yung equation natin. Now, let us find the values of zero shear and maximum moment. Based on our shear diagram, the location of zero shear is between DE. And likewise, the location of our maximum moment here is between DE also. So, let's try, the point of inflection rather is at segment DE rin. So, let's find the locations of zero shear and the locations of our POI. So, unahin natin yung location of zero shear. So, ang gagawin lang natin, if we want to find the location of zero shear, since zero shear ito, equate natin sa zero yung shear natin. So, V is equal to 7,200 minus 400x. Equate natin sa zero. Therefore, x is over 400. 18 feet, which is also aligned to our answer kanina. So, location ngayon tayo o POI or the point of inflection, i-equate naman natin yung moment sa 0. Moment is 7,200x minus 200x squared minus 61,600 equal to 0. So, 7,200 alpha x minus 200 alpha x squared minus 61,600 alpha equal to 0. Then, shift solve natin. And this is, so dalawa yung ibibigay na value. Yung isa yung 22 na limit. Bakit? Kasi dito sa segment DE, actually, dalawa talaga yung zero moment. So, hanapin natin yung mas mababa. So, kasi ang binigay sa akin ay 22. Definitely, hindi ito 22 kasi mas mababa. So, hanapin natin yung mas mababa. So, let's say, assume 0 tayo. Then, the value is 14. The value of x here is 14. So, x is equal to 14 feet, which is also aligned with our shear and moment diagram. So, that would be the answers for this problem.